Og det ingen ringere enn Josephine Baker. Hallo.
Glad to see you. Say, you know, I was just out sightseeing and looking around in Oslo. I don't recognize the town anymore. The last time I was here, it's so changed. And coming through this beautiful building, admiring this, because say there, how are you? I thought I'd come and say hello to you, knowing that you're very often here. Wanted to say hello to you, Eric. How's everything all right?
Just fine, except
well, I'm glad.
Especially now when you're here. You really made me happy. You know?
Wonderful.
Can you think of anything more inhuman, mer umenneskelig med sånn fjernsynsstudio når det er tomt? An empty studio is an inhuman thing, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, I don't. Everything becomes alive when
you're around.
No, no. As far as I'm concerned, for instance, it's not exactly empty here. Here we are all together, and I know the people who are looking in and listening to us. They're a part of our family, aren't we?
Ja, så.
Well, you believe in that.
Men jeg hadde tenkt, forstår du, at du skulle hatt et svært publikum her, a big audience for you, proper setting and here, an old table
no,
and
this
chair.
is beautiful.
At least, det er ikke plastikk I hvert fall. It's not plastic. So
no, it's wonderful and beautiful, old-fashioned too, nicely done and cleaned up.
Hvorfor det fint du har her?
You like it?
Ja.
Oh, well, I bought that, you see, in Switzerland. I think this is a very wonderful thing because, likely jewels like that. I personally, I'm not too fond of jewels, but this, oh, look who's licking your hand. He loves you.
I hope you don't mind the dog.
No, on the contrary, I love animals.
Så ni bare på gjennomtur.
And you know, he knows that I have a little female dog by the name of Fifi. And you know, oh, look at him. He is the sweetest. Kiss me too. Oh, selfish you. You remember how sweet he is.
This is a girl, that's why
a little
she
girl?
kisses me.
Oh, well, that's natural. Well, I have a little Fifi too, a little girl. Oh, she loves you a lot. Well, anyway, Eric, tell me about yourself. You're always at tops and
I'm
people
supposed
love
to interview you, you know.
You're not interviewing, we're just talking together.
Da du var her, unnskyld at jeg snakker litt, I have to speak a little Norwegian.
Oh, yes, all right, do it.
Du var her for, ja, nå husker jeg ikke hvor mange år siden. The first time I met you was in this building, I believe. Or we did a radio program. I was scared of you, you know.
Oh,
jeg var redd
why? Such a beast?
Jeg var yngre og litt mer beskjeden en gang, kanskje. Men nei, not the beast, no, but you were very professional. You know, I had such respect for you. I hardly even dared to talk to you then.
And now?
I dare now.
Oh, but why?
Yeah.
Question of years, I suppose.
I'm older.
And so am I. I'm not even going to talk about my age because, after all,
Jo,
my age belongs to me.
Nei, jeg skal spørre hvor gammel du er. How old are you?
64.
Terrific.
Yes, well, 64 years old. And sometimes I feel it and sometimes I don't. Well, I think it's like that with all people at a certain age. You feel it if you're unhappy or if you have troubles. And a lot of people in the world have troubles almost every day. And sometimes they're unhappy about them. And of course, you feel age. If you don't feel age, you just feel something is very disappointing.
But you're unchangeable, absolutely unchangeable.
That's what you say. But anything, I know that I'm, well, perhaps I've become so changed that I can't become changed worse. I'm at the tops perhaps now. No, you think so? Oh, you know, let me talk about my coming back here. Would you like to hear?
Yes, I would like to. How many years is it now
Eric,
since you were here?
I don't know. I don't count years for the simple reason that when I'm happy somewhere or with people, I don't count the time. Time just flies. I think it's like that with everybody. And I've always been very happy here, up here in Norway. And I was so excited when I left Switzerland coming here, and I was thinking about the snow that I would find. But now it's spring, but that's all right. Even nature has changed a little bit. It has a right to, the reforms. Everybody and everything is asking for reform nowadays. So when I got into the plane, and there I was, and it was dark when I left there, and on this side of the plane where I was sitting, the sky was completely dark, and I was in my atmosphere of leaving the place that I left. And I just happened to look around, and I saw the sky all of a sudden, and it was so beautiful, and I was wondering, how strange, am I dreaming? And then I realized all of a sudden that I was nearing Norway. That is quite natural, this contrast from one part of the world to the other. So coming here, I got all excited, as you, I suppose, many years ago with me. And I was afraid. I was afraid to consult and to confront the people that I'd known so many years ago, wondering if there are still friends who remembered me or are still alive and so on and so forth. But when I got here, I found you and I found so many others who were glad to see me. And this morning in the hotel, the Bristol, I was waiting for you to come to fetch me. And the waiter came, and I asked for some good fish from here and this wonderful potatoes, because there's no potatoes in the world that tastes as good as one from Oro. It's lovely, but the taste, it must be the way that they grow them. And anyway, they cultivate them. He said, the waiter, do you know, we remember you because when you left the last time, which was many years ago, you gave us each a flower, a rose, and they've never forgotten. And I thought it was so sweet. That shows the character of you Nordish people. And especially here in Norway. There's something strange. You're not like the Swedes, you're not like the Danish, you're not like the Finnish.
Måtte si det mer pent om oss, vi har ikke godt av det.
No, but there's something. I'm not bragging. No, you'll see in our
really
conversation.
No good sometimes, you know.
Well, you're human beings, my dear.
Yeah.
And human beings can be good or bad. But I have been able to captivate the good part, the sentimental part, the humanitarian part. And I don't know, I just felt happy coming here. And last night, there was sincerity in greeting me. Oh, I know when I go to the other Scandinavian countries, the people are very good to me, just the same as you are. But there was something special. Is it because you're a people that have sort of kept yourself not only apart, the mountains and far away, that has given you a creation of something special. But I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out. Tell me.
Something about you see. I was down there at the Maurisk, saw you last night, and I watched some of the people watching you. I looked at you too, of course, Josephine.
Oh, that's all right.
But I looked
matter.
at some of the others. Their reaction to you, I think something about you, not about us. You do something. You make people happy. That's been your business all your life, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't been a business to me.
No,
I've never tried to make a business of making people happy. I've always tried to touch the sensibility of each human being. And I've always tried to find their good point. Because I believe that every human being on this earth has something good in them. We have to sometimes struggle against situations and problems, and everyday problems and life problems and world problems sometimes too, and it makes us a little, as we say in French, grincheux, a little disagreeable. But even so, it's a sort of a defense. And I think that human beings in general, if they have the opportunity or the possibility, they can be extremely good. And that's why I believe too that sometimes people who have been so in love are hurt profoundly. The reaction can be violent because they both go together. And sometimes people can hate. Of course, I don't hope that anybody should hate, but it can happen to anybody, any human being. Oh, here we are talking about getting into world problems now, Erik, because it's that.
When you were here last, you had a little boy with you. I think he was from Finland.
Yes.
Little boy.
You're talking about you want to see his picture? Oh, he is a sweetheart. He's a great big boy now.
Must be.
Yes, you're talking about Jari. Jari, so as the Finnish call him. He's a big, big boy, and I'm so proud of him as I am of his other brothers and sisters. But you see, Jari is a hard worker. He wants to succeed. He is doing all his lessons in school are wonderful. He is now having his baccalaureate in French and in Spanish in the same time. Now, I must say that that's rare because it's hard to be able, even nowadays, for young people to get their baccalaureate. So just imagine in one language. Here's Jari, the little boy, the little bundle that I took away from here some 17 years ago. Look at him now.
Han ser finsk ut ännu.
Isn't he a beautiful boy? And he's so sweet. He says, Mama, you know I must say one thing. I want to grow up and help you because you're working too hard. Isn't it sweet?
And all these other children of yours.
Here they
how
are.
old
Oh,
how
they're
old
all
are they
there.
all now? They're all big children.
Big boys. I have 19 years old. Look at this. These went to England last year for the language. Here are some of my boys. Their eldest one, the one from Korea. This one is from Venezuela, the Indian, and here's from Colombia. And there's a lot of them all together. But they were smaller 3 years ago. My little girl is here, and her sister, Marianne and Stelina. Here are the 4 boys together in England last year with a
Hur
friend of
många
mine.
är det alltid? How many?
Oh, excuse
children?
me.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll do it. No,
Give me
no.
a chance to be a gentleman. I
But
do
you
it
are
so
a gentleman.
rarely.
You're a gentleman, my dear, without even having to show it. No, it's only natural with you. Aren't they sweet?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, this is this 19-year-old one. He's from Korea. Akio. He loves animals, too. If he was here, he would love this dog. All of the children love animals. That's one good point of I think the people that are near animals, well, that makes them come near nature. And after all, nature, animals, and children sort of blend together.